Crypto traders, you know that one of the hottest things today is bot trading and automatic trading from major crypto exchanges. But is it so easy? Actually, no. If you are really diligent and professional about this thing, I would actually say it's pretty goddamn difficult to find good trading bots and establish good systematic way how you could actually use trading bots and make it sort of automatic trading strategy. Why? Well, because first and foremost, you have to understand how these bots work and how they actually are configured, because otherwise you will see a bot which will make you on paper 10,000%, but actually when you start to copy from it, it will lose you 90% in 2 hours. So this is critical. Most traders, what they actually do, they see bots with high returns, copy those bots with high returns, lose all their money and blame broker or crypto exchange or any other online fraud they could imagine. But actually truth is rather simple. You have to understand mechanics, how these bots work, when they don't work, and how actually you could stack them all together. And if you understand that, you might have pretty good chance to make money with them. So what to do? Firstly, have Premier Exchange, which has in-house bots and in-house system how you could actually analyze that. Once you have this, then you stack them together. And luckily for you, in this video we will do just that. We will go to Bitget, which is, I would say, the best exchange for crypto trading bots, and we will see how you could actually evaluate and work with proper trading bots. So let's go and let's see how it's possible to make money there. Okay traders, this is how Bitget dashboard looks like, and for us to trade with the bots, we simply go to trade session and click, importantly, not spot but futures bots, and you will see dashboard of what actually these bots are available. So how does it look like? It looks like this. So we have your bot section, trading bots, and you will see that Futures Grid, Futures Marchandale, Futures CTA, Funding Rate Arbitrage, Futures Position Grid, Futures Signal Bot, and Custodial Bot. These are the options which is offered for us traders. So most simple and I would say foolproof strategy is to trade either with grid bots or where we have them, trend following bots, where I lost them, trading bots, futures CTA, these are the ones. If you trade with them, you might have strategy which will work both on upwards and downwards and sideways markets. We wouldn't complicate this, and we would start with futures grid bots. So what to do? Let's simply click on futures grid bots and you will see the markets which we are using. This is everything from all the USDT based coins, stocks, metals, ETFs and commodities. So here is natural gas, here is gold, here is, I don't know, McDonald's, and here is many coins starting with Bitcoin. So all of that are possible to trade with grid trading bots. That's my point here. So we will be simple and we will look how to actually work with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is most obvious market which we could use for trading. So what we have Bitcoin market here, and then we have dashboard with futures grid. So we have two options, whether this is made by Bitget themselves or manual approach. So let's go to AI section where it is made from Bitget themselves, and we will go to strategy, which is, well, excuse me, to filter, and the filter will be simply how we could actually see whether these strategies work. If you are beginner, well, simply go to strategies which are evaluated by bot users, because people will trade something that they like and that makes money for them. So simply go to strategy which is used by most. This will be first. It not necessarily be the best strategy, but it will be strategy to whom you could start with. So you could see that there are Bitcoin strategy which is for going long, or in other words for markets to rise, and this also is the same approach but now with high returns, 746% return of the last 30 days, and this is strategy when Bitcoin might fall. So since Bitcoin has been recently, strategies which are long only are making more money, like 147 and 746%, but those who are on the short side, of course, they are break even at best. So if we are clicking use here we are simply seeing what some additional brackets. And what do these brackets means? These brackets means that if markets, for instance, fall to 776,950, your buy trigger will be entered and it will close somewhere higher. Second layer here, if Bitcoin continues to fall further, another long order will be entered and markets will close somewhere here. And you know the drill. The more brackets you have, the more possibilities you make money you will have. So if Bitcoin will drop from 77,000 to 74,000, some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 positions will be initiated and they will close somewhere here. So if Bitcoin makes slight dip and it rises again, you will make decent money. But of course, if it will collapse and it will fall, this strategy might be in trouble. So that means you firstly have to see how much margin you are willing to risk. Usually you are risking somewhere between 5 and 10 times your margin, and you see if something goes well, you are making an awful lot of money. But how you could actually limit this kind of risk? Well, you are limiting this kind of risk by investing limited amount of money. For instance, this strategy requires 942 USDT to invest, so this will work only if you have like 5 to 10,000 dollars of capital. If you have 1,000, do not invest in this strategy. This strategy will require you $256. So if you have like 2,000, you could use this strategy. It's practically similar as previous one, and you could actually allocate 10 to 20% of your capital in this strategy, make higher margin, and you are up to pretty good returns if markets rise. But what happens if market falls? For that you'll need an additional strategy, and that strategy will be used for falling markets. So one strategy is for Bitcoin to rise, this strategy, and then you could use the same approach but with different market conditions, when strategy makes money when markets are about to fall. So in other words, for instance, now you have slightly longer term Bitcoin short strategy, which will open if markets are going higher. For instance, here sell is triggered, here sell is triggered, and here sell order is triggered, and it will make money when markets are falling lower, for instance to 74,000. So if markets are rising to like 81,000 and then falling to $74,000, this strategy is decently in the money. So you could actually use both of these strategies, one long strategy and one short strategy, and make money on, I would say, break-even levels. But here trick is to simply stack them correctly. So first things first, you have to understand, you have to limit your capital per each strategy. If you have $300, you have to be insane to invest $250 in one grid strategy. But if you have $2,000, investing 10% in one strategy might make sense. So one long strategy, one short strategy by risking 5 to 10% per each strategy makes sense. Then what you could do, you could actually open a couple of more markets and work with the same approaches. So this is long only strategy. It works in the same style as I just told you, but this strategy had really high amount of brackets, so that means it trades quite a lot. And then you could actually find some short strategy. In just a second, let's confirm, and just find when the money is made when markets are falling, and then you could actually diversify it by different markets, different asset classes, and you could actually have like 10 grid trading strategies, bot trading on long and short market conditions. This is one approach. So actually it's really easy to make them yourself. You could actually do manual, but this is for different video, or write me privately, I will show you that. Or you could simply use AI tools and make strategies out of this approach. This is one way how to do things. Second is I'll show you, we will go to trade section, we will go to copy section, and we could actually go to bot copy trading. If we click on bot copy trading, we will see something like this. We would see elite traders, which are actually created trading bots you could simply use and copy. But here important thing is not to look at specific strategy, but here is importantly to look at traders who actually created these strategies. So now I simply clicked on trader and I saw what trader are doing. What this trader is doing. This trader actually has created quite a few bot trading strategies, and I see for myself that he has mostly short trading strategies and yes, a couple of long trading strategies, and on average he has made them across markets. So for you, safest thing to do is to actually make a portfolio of these strategies and see how this works. Actually, this is not my first and most important recommendation, because in this way you could actually are slightly limited to your options, because you simply buy copy and simply allocate capital and start to trade, you know, and then your future actually is tied to this particular trader. It's good if you want to like test 500 euros and see how this works, you know, where's the minimum capital of these strategies. Each of them, some of them have like 6 to 500, some of them have like here is like $60, $50, $60, $60. So you could actually blend strategies between like 4 to 8 different bots, which each requires $50 to $100, and see what happens. Some strategies will make exceptional returns, like this one, 341%, but other strategies will probably lose money. So as you see in the last couple of days, he's slightly negative, and actually these total bot profits are in minus. But that doesn't say much, because these strategies work on specific market conditions. For instance, if you see strong rise in crypto markets, he probably will make thousands and thousands of USDT per day, and his total percentage will be in the skies. But if markets are flat, many of these strategies are simply not making any kind of money. So it's not trader which is bad, but this trader has specific strategies for specific market conditions. So what I'm saying is that if you are really lazy, you could actually find like 10 strategies, invest $500 within these 10 strategies, and chances are pretty good that many of these strategies will make decent money, and some of these strategies will lose all your money, and in process you probably will make money on average. But here you simply are giving your faith to this particular trader, and you don't have much of evaluation and ways how to see what works and what doesn't work for yourself. For that, grid trading, when you are using Bitget tools, are more effective, because then you see exactly when these strategies are making or losing money, and you have ways to limit it, so to speak. So this is the approach. This is the approach how you could actually look at grid trading bots, and I would honestly say that here opportunities are endless. As I was showing you, you could trade any of crypto coins, you could trade gold, you could trade stocks, you could trade energy markets, both on long and short trading strategies. In other words, if they are going upwards or downwards, you could make money on any case, and you could stack strategies which both make money on upwards and downwards markets, or you could simply copy from traders which has made hundreds of these strategies. If you are interested into that, write me directly, because I will show you exactly how to start to copy best of these strategies, and how you could actually set this all up. Because if you are a beginner, you might have some doubts how to do this, and most importantly, how to manage risk between these strategies, because I'm always saying, it's not S&P 500 or government bonds. It will make money for 30 years straight. This is portfolio of traders and portfolio of strategies that will excel in one market conditions and lose money in other market conditions. Trick to you is balance these strategies out. And if this is for you, write me below the video description, and I will show you how to actually hook this up together and make a real machine of profitable trading bots. So see you later.